Hello, Gary Champion, Psychic Medium, this morning with another video. We have proof that the presidential election was rigged in favor of Joe Biden. We have proof. Guy says, what we need is factual proof. Oh, forget the whole thing. There's no factual proof. They're just proof because they think they say it's proof. They're used to hearing their own voices over and over again. And what we say is the truth because we say it. That doesn't make it proof. That makes it something I can't say. Uh, Political quackery. It's neat stuff to hear from the other side. Political quackery. You're politicians, but you're selling snake oil. We have proof. We have proof. Don't you believe us? I'm the president. I say things that this is proof, real proof. Yeah, but we need factual proof. We need true factual proof, not fake factual proof. Oh well, forget the whole thing then. You just don't like me. Yeah, I think you're right there. So I'm going to declare this election over, and it's like the guy that steps out and says, "There's nothing to see here, folks. Move on." What we're going to see in the future is a lot of non-factual proof about things that will smearing people for no reason. By the time you figure out you've been smeared, then your career's over. This will be the newest, and the media seems to have a lackadaisical attitude about it, except when they're questioned about the validity of things that they're printing. When they're questioned about it, they get all upset. But there's facts are, you know, easy to spot. A non-factual proof takes some digging, some work. By the time you discover what it is, his career's over with, or the business is defunct, or what's going on is a lot of loudness. And get used to it. Everybody's yelling. There is no quiet discussion about the state of the economy, COVID-19. Hell, there's people out there still catching it, saying that it's not real, and yet they've got it, and then they die from it. Their last breath, they said it wasn't real. I don't have COVID. You know, the test says you do. Factual proof. No, that's not real proof. Yeah, it's factual proof. Real proof, not fake proof, which is mostly what the news is today. He said this, he did that. But there's a lot of aggression going on, which is some of it's real and most of it's fake. A lot of loudness, protesting. That isn't what happened. You weren't there. You don't know. A lot of people suing each other for no reason. Lawyers are getting rich. If you're a bad lawyer, you're going to be rich by the end of the year. Trump administration is using up lawyers left and right to argue non-factual things, political quackery. Get used to it. It's going to boil down to the local level. Now, right now, the little show is up at the national level, but it's getting to where it's going to be at the local level. A lot of scrappy. Well, just because we say it's true, you should accept that, and the boat will veer that direction until a correction is figured out that that's not true. So we're wasting a lot of time and energy, and we're going to ruin a lot of people, and we're going to save a lot of people. Amazing how non-factual news can save someone that shouldn't be saved, and also can save someone who should be saved. It's not true, it's not real, but there it is. If you're a fact checker, you've got a job. You want to be a fact checker, there's a job in that. That and repossessing property, two big jobs. You want to be a repossessor or a fact checker, a lot of money in that. Whose facts do we believe? How can we tell what's what? Well, right now, the people that are yelling the loudest are not believable. You protest and sweat and get in the camera and declare the proof. We have proof, but they don't have proof. They're lying just like they were lying before. Drain the swamp, make America great. None of that's happened. Again, we'll make America great again, as though America's not great. And he's lining his pockets. All of this bluster and everything is because he will become a puppet to the highest bidder after office. Got one foot out the door. He's already playing golf during G20 summit meetings. He's out hitting that ball. So he's going to become the puppet of any crazy group that wants to have their way. And the more extreme they are, the more money they'll pay. Most people who work in the government and are out of office stay in Washington, open up offices, and do consulting work, which is not consulting work. What they do is they go into the halls of Congress because they have a pass, and they sell orange goo. Mr. So-and-so, how you doing today? Oh, we miss you, and, so glad you're not, it's a shame you're not in office now. What are you doing? Well, I'm a purveyor of untruth. I have a friend who's got some orange goo that he wants to make sure is in shoe manufacturing. Can you fix that for me? Yeah, we can pass a bill. Here's some money. Here's some cash for your next campaign. We'll put orange goo in every shoe. You'll be rich. I get paid. No harm, no foul. Yeah, orange goo may even help shoes. We don't know. Could be like flubber. Bounce. Throw baskets through hoops and basketball tournaments. We don't know. Orange goo may be great. So they sell the office again. They're a Republican or a senator. They sold it when they was there. They voted for things to help their people that gave them money, not a guy like me. I would pay them to stay home half the year and show up for maybe 2 weeks and get the legislation done and disappear and keep their mouths shut and ban them from talking to cameras. Instead, they hawk whatever crap someone gives them for money to be reelected, which is how they get reelected. And they're out of office. They've retired or they get voted out. Now they open an office in Washington, D.C. as a purveyor of non-truth. Hell, there may even be some truth in there. It's hard to say. But they go up and down the halls of Congress, popping in and out of senators' office, trying to curry favor with them because they know them. They sat next to them for 18 years. It took that long to get them out of office. And they'll promise them money. If they had recording devices, wherever if a senator was required or congressman was required to wear a 24-hour-a-day listening device to record everything they said, this would go away. because they'd all be in jail, but they all do it. They did it when they were in office. Now they're doing it out of office. They open up little consulting firms for foreign governments selling Russian wheat in America or whatever they do, or cars or whatever somebody will pay them to sell. Now they don't have to worry about getting reelected. They just have to be purveyors of crap and untruth. Untruth is very popular in Washington, unless you, I don't know if you've noticed that or not, but it's getting more popular every day. So when the president retires, and he will, he's not going quietly, but he will go. It's like the song at the end of a dance, a school dance, and it's midnight, and the principal gets on the PA, and they're playing Good Night, Sweetheart in the background, and he says, well, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Here's your hat. See you later. He will go out and become a puppet, just like senators and congressmen who were in office have learned to open an office in Washington, D.C. and be a purveyor of non-truth. He will do that. And his Republican constituency expects him to do it because they have ideas they want to. I need a bridge to nowhere. Or I need something. And he will act on their behalf. He'll go on television. He'll go on, after he's sued into the ground. He owes huge amounts of money, and this is how he'll raise it. He'll raise it, and he'll have minions. I think it was a cartoon movie about minions, but minions are just people that do what you tell them to do. Lots of them that he'll pay to find him these things. You won't talk directly with him. You'll talk with a minion who will set up a deal. Money will be paid. And he'll hawk the latest non-truth, just like he has when he was in office. A certain number of people fear him because he has power. Didn't have any money, and what he has, he won't have very long, unless he gets out on the circuit and he's going to sell a book, which, like his first book, he didn't write. He won't write this one either. It'll be written by minions. And it'll be largely filled with untruth, much like the man himself. If you think that there's a difference between the orange guy and the gray guy, there isn't. Orange hair, orange face, gray hair, gray face, same guy. Nothing changes here. It's just that he's going to take the roadshow from the office of the presidency out there to where you are. Getting life fun. Just remember, every word he says is calculated to hurt somebody or curry favor with somebody. He doesn't really like anybody. He's an equal opportunity hater. It's an interesting world. And yes, this has always gone on. Presidents have gotten out of office and they write books and they go on a circuit of being a puppet, like this guy has been a puppet all during the hello McKee puppet as a president. Now he'll be a puppet in the public arena and will be castigated by anybody with any brains, and yet will survive and make a lot of money. Interesting. Madness. Someone's saying quite loudly. I think it's, what is it? I can't remember who it is. Kushner, married to someone. He has COVID and he's going to spend his spare time cleaning his guns. That's what he said. He's the guy that goes overseas and gets on these things and shoots helpless animals with a shotgun and brings them and puts a head on the wall. I can't remember which one of them it is. There's too many of them for me to keep track. He's going to spend his time in quarantine with COVID, which doesn't exist, according to him, cleaning his guns. A lot of loose screws wandering around out there. Try not to get taken in by any of them. By the way, a lot of funky schemes on your phone. People trying to tell you there's a problem with your Social Security account. You need to call them, give them your number, and they'll fix it. But they won't. They're just going to take whatever you've got. Never give out your bank account. Never give your social to anybody. Federal government doesn't call you telling you there's something wrong. You usually get a letter in the mail. I've gotten a few. So the Circus Act, Clowny Circus Act, making everybody hate us all around the world for this reason. It's going to move into the TV sector. Maybe even get his own game show. What's the truth? Little buzzers that go off every time. Well, I think it's not the truth. Fact checkers, one and all. Nothing to see here. The show's over. You stick around long enough, you can see the tent poles being pulled out, the tent slowly falling to the ground. No fear, no regret, no anger. Thanks for watching.